Good evening. Good evening.
You cleaned your room.
Hello, 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 everybody. Oh my goodness, this light is so bright. Oh, I might turn down the light a bit. It's very bright. It's reflecting in my glasses. Hello, Philippe. So I'm going to be joined by Philippe Fairneau, who's the executive head for Castle. So we are going to be making some delicious.
Hey, how are you?
Salut, ça va?
Très bien.
Bien?
And yourself? Long time no see.
Long time no see. Did you have a nice Easter?
It was an amazing Easter, yes indeed. We did the Easter hunt. Has to be done.
Easter hunt, yeah. But it's really nice for you to be off because it's probably a really busy time of year normally in the hotel, is it?
Yeah, no, normally it starts to be very busy on that. From Paddy's Day, normally we're pretty full, yeah. So it's very rare I'm off for Easter, so I did enjoy. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So it's 2 Easters in a row you've had off.
Yeah, I hope next year we'll be working, to be honest. It'll be much nicer.
Nice to have that unexpected event off. Okay, so the last time we cooked, you showed me how to make a croque monsieur.
Oh, yeah, indeed, yeah.
A chocolate fondant, and I said I'd never made one, even though it's my favorite dessert of all time. So
it is beautiful.
Yeah, so here we are. We're going to make a chocolate fondant.
So tell me, did you prep your dark chocolate?
I have my dark chocolate here.
Very good. So do you know why we're using dark chocolate? Yes.
Well, yeah. So because I am running some cooking classes and for kids, and we're about using up leftover Easter eggs. And I'd asked you about using leftover Easter eggs, but you said no. Pourquoi pas?
No, but unfortunately, yeah, probably in Ireland, most of people like the milk chocolate. It's probably what is sold the most. But milk chocolate contains a lot of sugar, more than the dark chocolate. So for health point of view, dark chocolate is much better, first of all. And if you try to make a chocolate fondant with a milk chocolate, it's too much fat inside. It's too much cacao butter. So your cake is never going to cook correctly, and it's only going to be sauce, but no biscuit around, no this crunchiness of the chocolate when you open with your spoon on eating, you know what I mean? So you need to have dark chocolate. Now for the kid, you know what I do for the kid, I use a dark chocolate about 55%, which is mild enough for them to enjoy, you know. The one I'm using for myself tonight is 68%.
68. Where do you get a 68%? I have a 70. I'm at 72%.
Which is very good. Yeah, but you can get some now in some of the shop even 75. I even saw 90 today.
Yeah. I think Lynch do 100%.
I don't know if they can do 100%, but it's possible. I don't know.
No, Lynch do 100%, and I bought it, and the kids thought it was great because I left it out, and they snuck a piece, and they were like, "Oh, that's disgusting."
But listen, the reason I always start slowly, but since my kids are young, I give them dark. And if you ask my son or my daughter, they go to dark first anyway. Because the white chocolate is only butter. It's cacao butter on butter. Is nothing inside. It's not even I don't know why we call it chocolate. It's nothing inside. And the milk go from 10% to 50% of cacao content. And then the dark go from 50 to 90, 100 now. But it's better for people just to start maybe slowly at 50, 55, and then raise the bar. But when you put your chocolate, you need to let it melt on your tongue. Because when you melt the chocolate, then the flavor is going to come around, and that is beautiful, Absolutely.
And would they eat enough chocolate now, your kids, or would they just eat dark chocolate?
They are like me. If they see chocolate, doesn't matter the color, they go in. But if I ask them what they prefer, they will say dark. Definitely. So if we do dark chocolate fondant, I'm telling you, there are no problem. Easy.
No problem. Yeah, my my guys will eat dark chocolate as well. They wouldn't choose it, but they will eat it if there's absolutely nothing else.
But it's another way to eat, like for the kids, you know, to the sensation to have that chocolate sauce with the cake. They love it anyway. You know, it's a.
Bake with dark chocolate.
So what we need is very simple. Do you have your butter cut?
My butter right here.
So what I do normally. Yeah, what I do is, I know you put the recipe already, but it's 100 grams of butter.
Yeah.
Then we go. Yeah, I put the butter in a pan, and I'm going to put the sugar with it because the sugar is going to melt nicely. So I start to melt a little bit the butter.
So I'm putting the sugar in as well, yeah?
I melt a bit the butter, I put the sugar, and I put the chocolate all together.
All together, okay. Yeah.
So it's very, very simple.
I'm just going to move the camera down a little bit. So
that's
very
it.
hard on the camera is when there's two people on the camera, it's very hard to see what's going on.
Yes, indeed.
I see you've been doing lots of Instagram lives and everything, doing lots of cooking online.
I do, yes. This month I'm going to concentrate on the wide Atlantic. So I'm going to, next Monday, I will speak to Bahrain smoked salmon, Birgitta. I don't know if you know her. Bahrain smoked salmon. Her name is Birgitta.
Oh, yeah.
In Lindusvarna. Yeah, beautiful. So she do a lovely smoked salmon, and she has an amazing shop over there. Then you can buy also online. Then after that, I'm going to have a Dunkastle oysters, and I'm going to have mango seaweeds. So it will be all about the sea and Atlantic Sea, and try to to understand what they do, how they proceed, basically. So it will be very interesting. I can't wait, to be honest.
And in the hotel, during normal service, like is seafood a massive part of the menu, or is it
the seafood? Yeah, but listen, as we have 3 restaurants.
Yeah.
We have 3 restaurants. So one is mainly fish, I will say. One is mainly meat and cook on a charcoal oven, and the other one is what we call our fine dining.
Okay.
So it's always a taste for someone.
I was in the fine dining restaurant once, many years ago, and it's big, really, kind of, you go in the main corridor, in the main door and into the left. Is that where it is?
Yes, indeed. Still here. It's still here waiting for you.
Yeah, I don't think you were there. If this was like
it's exactly 6 years. 6 years I'm over there now.
How many years? 16?
6 years. 6.
Oh, 6 years. Sorry.
Yeah. But 22, 23, keep counting 23 years in Ireland already, but 6 years in Ireland. Yeah.
And so just then in France, Philippe, what are the traditions around Easter eggs, or do you have Easter eggs or anything like that in France?
The same than here. Same than here. The rabbit going to hide the chocolate in a garden. The same rabbit. So it's the same thing, I mean.
But is that your tradition, or is that like because that's not really an Irish tradition. That's just been brought in here from. Yeah.
But this one is a bit of fun, I don't know where the tradition starts with this kind of Easter eggs, whatever. That I just know that the chocolate is about 4,000 years old. Cadbury, what is very, very funny is Cadbury created the first box of chocolate, which is unbelievable when you think about it. 1869, something like that, 68, So it's a long history on the chocolate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true, very true.
Now we are very lucky because chocolate is affordable for everybody. What is lovely. Compared to in 1930, I think it was taking about 10 weeks to buy a square of chocolate for normal people like you or me. It's crazy. Yeah. So we are very lucky to do a chocolate fondant on a Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening.
Yes, I know. How luscious, how luxurious.
Yeah, exactly. So did your chocolate melt now?
it's all melting.
Right, perfect. So mine is completely melted.
So normally, I presume normally you don't do the desserts in the hotel then?
Sorry?
I presume you don't normally do desserts in the hotel.
No, we are
Paula
very lucky to have Paula, which is
yeah. She's amazing.
an amazing pastry chef, and she has a team of 10 people with her.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it's
All the Easter eggs that she made, they looked amazing.
unbelievable, isn't it? And
They're
unbelievable, the look and the story put behind. So it's a lot of, to be fair to Paula, she do a lot of research. It's not only making a chocolate, but it's also creating a story about that chocolate. That is beautiful. You know what I mean? It's not only, oh, here we go, another eggs is egg, but here's a story. And that is it's beautiful, you know?
Yeah, and were they, so that the Easter eggs that you guys sent out were all hand painted, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they all beautiful colours on them, they just looked amazing.
No, it was amazing, and it was about the union and reunion of people together. It was fantastic, you know, a lot of work, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
But no, as you say, we have a very lucky to have a big team with Paula. So he's always a pastry chef in a jar. He's one looking after each restaurant, you know, basically, and Paula looking after all these people.
But do you like making desserts yourself?
I like my crème brûlée. I like my chocolate fondant. I like making tarts. I love tart. Yeah, oh my goodness. Tart on choux, like éclair, all this kind of thing. I love it, you know. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Love that.
Okay, so my chocolate is all melted.
Perfect. So what you can do now is we can add the eggs.
Okay, so do I leave it on the heat and add the eggs while it's still on the heat?
Just put, off the heat, yeah. Put on the side, and add your eggs, and whip.
Okay, so we're just whisking 2 eggs and putting them in. Okay.
So it's about 2 eggs, okay? On the recipe, I put 100 grams, but it is about 2 small eggs here.
Okay.
I can see Jonathan King here join us from the lodge. Hello, Jonathan.
Friday.
That is funny.
Okay. So then you were saying in the when we were talking about this, you need to let this rest for a couple of hours. Is that?
It's better. Yeah. I always said it was better to make the dough or the chocolate mix. Put in the fridge for 1 hour or 2. I just think it's cooking better.
Okay.
Now, what is lovely with the recipe, you can keep that in the fridge for 2 days. Absolutely no problem. You know, it's very easy. Something I don't think we put on Instagram is you cook for about 180 degrees, and depends of the oven is between 8 and 12 minutes. Okay. And why I say between 8 and 12 because depends the size of the ring you're using. At home, I'm using a ring we call number 8, which is a classic ring we're using in the kitchen all the time. And that will take about 12 minutes.
Okay.
So it's very important for people at home when they cook for the first time, when they see the crust on the top of the chocolate cake, and they are moving a little bit the round can, you need to move a little bit, but not too hard. If it's too hard, it's too cooked. And if it's going too flowing like that too much, it's not cooked enough. So it's I would say try and error for the first couple of times. And when people understand their oven on what kind of ring. So how is it in the middle? Did you open?
I think I left it in for too long.
It's still good to go anyway, you know? So now you can add your flour.
Okay. So it's 45 grams of flour, is that it?
Oh yeah, 45. If you are using a very, very dark chocolate, 80%, 40 grams is plenty.
Okay. Cool. Mixing that all up. Now,
so I did try one with milk, and it doesn't work. I tell you, it was not good.
You're not going to be happy with me. I'm using wholemeal flour. But it's a self-raising wholemeal.
I never tried. Let me know how that. I never tried. But it's going to be more Oh, more gluten in your chocolate. Oh, very nice, yeah. I will have that for my dessert tonight, you know.
Yeah, looks okay. That's the only flour I had, and anyway, I thought, sure, I'd give it a try.
I did try with the gluten-free flour. Even though it's working, I just felt the consistency of the cake is not as nice. But it worked. If people want to do it, but the flavor of the consistency is not as nice. So I kept as normal because I tried to
use like just a plain white flour, is it?
Yeah, plain white flour.
Yeah.
You know, and is one very beautiful flour is used is we did some Ballymore. I don't know if you saw Ballymore organic flour. They're a beautiful flour, and people can buy online as well.
Okay. Do we still have this over the heat, Philippe?
Sorry?
Do we still have this on the heat?
No, off the heat, off the heat.
Off the heat.
Oh, yeah. All off the heat.
Okay, off the heat.
And that's it, it's done now.
Okay.
So you can lick the spoon. Very nice, no problem.
Let me see yours. Does yours look like mine? Oh yeah. Yours probably a bit smoother. Mine is a little bit lumpy. That might be the flour.
Yeah, but it will come together, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, so people, you know, the thing is to mix very well. And after that, that's it. I'm going to take a spoon. Look, that's it.
Okay, I'm going to look at mine.
So now you leave that. As I said, better to leave it for a couple of. I'm not too sure. That is a good try, but it's going to work now.
I'm fired. I'll never get a job in your kitchen.
Listen, we can come in the kitchen with me instead. It's okay. We're going to do something else.
Yeah, the washing up.
Yeah, hey, it's a start. I start like that anyway. You know that. It was my first job in the kitchen.
So, are you going to pop one in the oven, or are we?
No, show me. No, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't. I came late tonight. I came from work very late tonight. So I said I just have time to make one with you. So I won't have top one, but I think for people who are watching us now, they know how to make it, and simple it is, you know. And the thing, as I say, is 180. Your oven needs to be preheat, you know, warm, on between 8 and 12 minutes. Sometimes it will take longer, but as I say, I do believe the best is to get 4 rings. Absolutely, 4 rings.
Like that. You need to get them in a specialist shop, do you? Because
exactly, in your catering shop, in you know, if you are in Galway, they sell it. Number 8, number 7 or number 8. No more, because after it's too big, it's not nice, and it's absolutely perfect. And you fill it up as 3/4.
Okay.
That's it. Very, very simple. 3/4.
It doesn't leak out the sides or anything.
Sorry?
It doesn't leak out the sides or anything.
No, unless your tray is like that. But you need to find a flat tray, you know, like that.
Okay.
You know, normal tray.
You see people putting it in boiling water, like in a tray of boiling water. You don't need to do that, do you?
No, not at all. That, fat around your rings. Just put some fat here, and that's it. Put on your tray, in oven. And when it's cooked, very simple, because you will take the spatula, take out on your plate, take off the ring. Done. Okay. Very, very simple.
So, Philippe, for those of us who don't have access to a catering shop, and we're using like...
You can, and you can eat directly from the mold.
Yeah, okay.
Like
I try to demold it, will I? We can all have a laugh.
Because, you know what? She's gone, she left me now.
Yeah. I'm going to try and take it out and see what happens. Okay.
Go. You know that is working. I did once. It's very delicate, but it's working. Now, in your mold, as you do, it will be like a souffle, eating like a souffle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, if that is probably a nice way as well.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see.
Oh my God, disaster. Hang on. I did grease it
Yeah.
in advance.
What is very important for people at home, make sure you grease, you butter your mold very well. Very, very, very important, okay? It has to be buttered very well. Because if not, the cake won't be able to pop up from the mold, you know?
I know. Would you serve that in Ashford Castle, would you?
No, but I will serve that for myself, so it's okay, don't worry. I'm still coming for dinner tonight.
Well, I have it is kind of soft in the middle, so.
Yeah, but it's perfect. Because it's cold, what is cold, what it's going to be is, if people want to use as a cake, when it's not fully cooked, is the chocolate is going to be cold again and become harder. You know? And I saw some people pre-cook the fondant, leave in the fridge, and put it back in a microwave for a few minutes. I never try myself, because I don't really believe in microwave, but apparently it's working. Okay. Listen, if you want to try at home, listen, it take only 2 minutes to prep the recipe, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's really fast.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes to prep the recipe, it's 10 minutes to cook, so, you know, people, at the time they finish to clear off the table, the chocolate fondant is cooked. And what is lovely to serve with is, if you maybe make a crème anglaise, you know, like a custard type, crème anglaise with some mint inside. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Mint crème anglaise. Oh, yes. Oh. We love that.
Yeah. Yummy.
And now you have your after eight.
Oh, clever.
You know?
Clever. That's why you're working in a 5-star hotel and I'm not. Okay, it's very nice. I threw a raspberry in the middle as well. You suggested.
Yeah, listen, what I do, like we spoke last time, I bought some raspberry. Now you can get them fresh, but I bought them. I got them from the freezer, so it's perfect, absolutely perfect. Because they defrost slowly. You put 5 or 6, isn't it, in the middle when you pop the. I might try to do one. Allez. It might run out. We have a look now. Because it's still too fresh to pour, you know. Oh, listen, you can't beat that, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, yum.
So I don't know if
I've eaten tonight. I tried it earlier, and I had to eat that one too, and now this is the second one I've eaten.
That's it. Look, that's it. So I don't know if people can see. I'm not too sure. Can you see now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can see now.
That's it. That's it. Done. But you see, the reason I'm going to find the reason it's too early to pour in a mold is leaking around. You see, the reason the mix need to be cold. That's it. You know.
The mixture needs to be cold, is it?
Yeah, because if not, like now, it's going to run around.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, because it thickens up significantly, doesn't it?
Sorry?
It gets very thick. So this is my mixture.
Exactly. What you want, very thick, and you can use a piping bag. You know, me I put with a piping bag when it's cold. It's easy, much easier. You know, but because you are using whole milk flour, I never try with whole milk flour, but I do believe it's going to be thicker because you have more gluten inside. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is my mixture now from that I made earlier on today.
Brilliant. Yeah?
It's very thick.
Very good. That is perfect. In a piping bag, and you can pipe it. Happy days.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll never work in your kitchen because I wouldn't even.
It's so simple. Come on. I'm looking for chef at the moment. It's so simple. It's no problem.
Well, I'm going off now to enjoy the rest of this.
Your rest of okay.
It is very delicious, and you have given me great hope and faith that I will be able to nearly recreate it again another time.
Yeah, please, yeah. And if you have some of the viewer want to post their own chocolate fondant, it will be lovely to see, isn't it?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So I'll pop the recipe up underneath this post, and yeah, if anybody wants to make it and tag myself and Philippe in it, that would be
Yeah,
great.
exactly. I will love to see it. And if people have any questions, please come back to us.
Yes,
Delighted. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to make, you know. So it's beautiful little stuff.
Yeah, I think the key is in the cooking and knowing when to take it out of the oven. Isn't that the key?
Yeah, the key. But like I say, unfortunately, it's difficult to say a time. That because people may find chocolate like yourself at 50%, 55, 60, 70, and the time is going to change because the consistency of the cacao content. So it's between 8 and 12. Even when I cook at home, I'm here at 8 minutes and I come back at 9 minutes and I check all the time. And it's nothing else we can do. When you are at work, we say to the chef, it's 12 minutes because it's the same recipe, the same chocolate, it's the same sugar. It's It's a standard recipe. At home, every time we're speaking, you or me, of recipe for people, we speak about recipes and we know and we have tested many times and we give a guideline on how to make it. But sometimes, you know, the cooking time can change. Not everybody has the same oven. You know, so it's you know, it's you know.
No, and I've experienced that during my cooking classes. That you know, some kids are like, "Oh, mine's ready," and somebody else's isn't ready at all.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everybody's oven is different. Everybody's microwave
Exactly.
is different.
It's all about the fun.
Yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Thank you.
It's a pleasure anytime.
Oh no, don't be making promises.
You know what you should try to make next time is a little choux pastry.
Oh, is that very hard? I'm not good at making pastries or desserts or anything like that. So I've never made a choux pastry at all.
But listen, we do that one day. Because that is a lovely thing to do as well. I start to teach my daughter now. Okay, she's 17. So, yeah. But it's not difficult. Like it's a thing. You need to have a mixer.
A what?
You need to have a mixer, a robot.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Because you need to whisk. You know, that is the difficult part. So for it could be difficult, but it would be nice to see. You know, at least. And everybody like a bit of a choux. I love choux. Yeah. Nice eclair.
I see lots of people cry over their choux pastry in the Great British Bake Off. There's been a lot of tears. I don't know yes. The Great British Bake Off, but there's lots of people crying over their choux pastry.
Oh, it's all about drying your eggs, drying your dough. So don't need to be dry and add the eggs one by one slowly. Once again, it's a bit of a technique, but listen, being at home. If it's not perfect, it's okay. You know, as long as you enjoy what you did during the day, it's fine. It's not about, no one going to put you a note of 10 to 10 or 1 to 10. You know, it's not about that. It's about having fun, isn't it? That's it. That's it.
Having fun, Philippe. Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think
That's it. Anyway, it was a pleasure.
The pleasure was all mine, Philippe. Merci beaucoup. And à la prochaine. Choux pastry.
Why not? Anything.
Why not?
You know what is nice with choux pastry? You know what you can make also? What? Gnocchi.
What?
Gnocchi. You know the gnocchi normally you make with potatoes? Gnocchi.
Oh, gnocchi. Oh, yeah, no, I've never made that either.
There we go.
Maybe we'll do this once a week, Philippe.
Oh my goodness, if I had time, I would love it.
There's like a million things that I've never made.
I know, so do I. Listen, what is amazing about cooking is every day you're learning about something. Every day.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing stuff, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah, and I love learning new stuff, so this has been amazing.
Thank you very much. Listen, I'll let you go, everybody.
Merci beaucoup.
Take care. Thank you very much.
Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Yep.
Don't mind if I do.